Hey guys, welcome back to Gore Next Door with Lola Grave.
And Vincent Cello.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, I still mess that up. What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I forgot your name for a minute. So.
Yeah.
Oops.
It happens.
Yeah.
So, how you been doing?
Yeah. I've been all right.
Have you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Not doing too much.
But your work was good?
Works, yeah.
Terrific.
Works good. Long weekend this weekend, so
Oh, yes.
yay.
Holiday Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't know what holiday, but
It's Holiday Monday.
holiday
right? That's what
Monday.
we always say.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Might be a little bit echoey in here. We had some stuff moved out of the
Studio?
studio. Yes.
Yeah.
Doing some studio cleanup. So yeah, if it echoes, that's why.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So how about you?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. I've been watching hockey. Like you've been watching hockey.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing really
Yeah.
going on. Just, I guess, waiting for summer to show up, I guess, a little bit. Crappy kind of weather, a little rainy. But, yeah.
I wouldn't know. I don't leave the house ever.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you can look out the window, though, right?
What?
Yeah, sure. Just
Windows?
The
Do I have?
shutters, just look out there. There's like a whole world out there. And it's not just movies, and
Really?
stuff like that. Yeah.
I can watch. I can watch sunshine on TV.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who needs outdoors? Movie magic. my friend.
Yeah, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you get down to movie-wise? Anything good?
Well, I did watch a couple of things. I watched some true crime things because I love that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I watched a documentary called Deadly American Marriage, which was pretty okay. It was about the murder of a husband by his wife and father-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Very, very, very brutal murder.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then I started watching a limited series about Fred and Rose West. Do you know about them?
Do not.
They're British. They're horrible people.
Are they?
Horrible people. Killed lots of people.
Okay.
Yeah. So they, including one of their daughters.
Really? Those Brits, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch out for them.
Buried her underneath the patio pavers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but I don't know. They killed a bunch more people. They're horrible people. So yeah.
Jeez.
So I watched the first episode of that limited series. So that was good.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then you and I watched
Yes.
Simple Favor. And another Simple Favor.
That's right.
So what'd you think?
It was good. I mean, you'd seen the first one. I'd seen the first one.
I'd seen the first one, but I couldn't remember a lot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It had been a while since I'd seen it.
It's good. I think it's, we kind of talked after. Like, I think for me, the sequel was, there's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah. There was a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. But yeah, I still like the story. It was a lot of fun. Reminded me a little bit of like Confess Fletch, a little bit different, like the John Hamm Fletch. That's like the third Gregory MacDonald Fletch story. It was, Fletch, Chevy Chase, but that's an original book. And then Fletch Lives was the second. And then Fletch, Confess Fletch was like the third book, I think.
Oh.
And so they, after 20 years, 30 years of
Fletch Lives, was that still Chevy Chase?
It was, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like 80s?
Yeah, 80s.
Okay.
A couple of years after, was it 88
Gotcha.
maybe?
Okay.
Great movie, but the first one's one of my favorites. I mean, it's just classic.
I don't remember it at all. Like he's a detective or something? Is that?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of a wisecracking kind of detective, his sense of humor and stuff. Yeah, no, it's a great movie, but this other one was Confess Fletch was good. I was kind of excited to finally see another Fletch movie, like 30 some years later. John Hamm was good in it, and
I love John Hamm.
but this kind of was the same kind of, it was kind of like takes place in Italy, and there's just stuff going on. There was a lot going on in Another Simple Favor.
There was a lot going on.
Well, the first one was a little more straightforward. There's a lot of twists and turns in both of them, but the sequel, like if I try to think back, and that was just a couple days ago, I don't know what I can't remember. Like there's just so many layers of stuff happening but it was good. Like it was well done. I would say it's
definitely well done.
fun to watch.
Yeah, acting is good.
Yeah.
I really like Anna Kendrick.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, and Blake Lively.
Yeah. No, they're both good. So it was fun, but I think that maybe prefer the first one. What about you?
I prefer the first one.
Yeah?
Yeah. There was a little bit too much going on in the second one. It got a little bit weird. It was good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Weird with like the third.
It just got a little bit more far-fetched, out of control, unbelievable.
No, that's true, yeah.
It was just, there was a lot going on, and a lot of it was kind of like, really?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. I like the first one better.
Yeah.
It seemed more plausible.
Seems like there could be a third, right? After kind of the way that ended.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably.
you know, probably there probably should be. It'd be kind of. I'd still watch it. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, yeah. I'd probably watch that
But
too.
yeah, no, those are fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch anything else?
No.
No?
No.
Just hockey? First round hockey?
Pretty much hockey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think now. Yeah. No, I think that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of hockey.
There was every
So,
night,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Looking forward to round 2?
For sure. Yeah.
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 Who you going for?
I say Dallas and Carolina probably. If Florida wins, I'm okay with it, but it's still I still like to see Burnsy win a cup, and some of the guys on Dallas finally get through after 4 years of being in a conference final and losing or whatever. So see what happens, or 3 years, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Fair. That's fair. I'm an Oilers fan, so go Oilers.
mhm.
I hope they win the cup. But I mean, I don't hate Dallas,
Yeah.
so
I like their
I
core.
like some of their guys. So
Yeah,
I don't hate them. I don't care at all about Florida or Carolina though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I
Should be
guess I'm
good.
kind of going for Carolina, but
Yeah.
I don't really know. Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah. So I don't know. Looking forward to it. Starts
Yeah.
pretty quick here, so should be
Does.
good.
Yep.
Yep, more hockey. Yeah, yeah. So I think that's
Oh, actually, the one thing I was going to say is,
Mm-hmm.
do you get those emails from Tubi?
probably
Yeah.
probably
Mm-hmm.
doesn't everybody? that
I
has
guess,
a
yeah.
TV?
There was this movie came out. It's 2014. It's called Lap Dance. Now, hard to believe
Is that porn?
No, I don't think so. No. Carmen Electra's in it, so.
Oh,
But for some reason, I missed this thing. It said like the most popular movie this week was Lap Dance, and there's a few other things underneath there. And it wasn't just tailored to me, like a specific, hey, Vincent, you like this, so you will love this.
you like stripper movies?
Yeah,
You might like this stripper
It wasn't
movie.
just that, exactly. So yeah, I think it's about Carmen Electra and it's blah blah blah. She's like decides to start working at a club to make money for her dad's cancer treatment or something like that, and then she gets sucked
Okay.
into the life.
Into
and-
the life.
yeah. So that's how it goes, right? It says it's based on a true story, so
Oh,
yeah, go figure.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think I've heard that story. Like,
yeah. I
pretty
figure
much.
that's like the story.
The
of
story.
A lot of the
Yeah.
yeah.
So I might check that out.
Yeah.
Watch 10 minutes tonight, probably 20 minutes tomorrow. And by next week, I should have it finished.
You might have it finished.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I mean, I like Carmen Electra. I haven't seen her in a lot of anything, but I think I mostly remember her from being married to Dave Navarro
oh yeah,
back in the day, and that whole like weird engagement things or whatever, where they're like in coffins or no, was it coffins or were they?
I probably I can't quite remember.
I can't quite remember either. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Didn't they have a TV show?
Ooh, I didn't watch that.
Or
If they did,
Or was she in it? Or
Maybe?
maybe she was in
I don't
something. Or
know.
maybe I'm just seemed like they should have maybe had
Maybe.
a reality show or something. But
maybe. I know. Like I follow Dave Navarro on stuff. He actually just got remarried. Not too long ago. But he had long COVID. Couldn't play for a couple of years. So that's
Really?
he couldn't tour with the band.
Jeez.
Yeah, which is I'm very familiar with long COVID because got it. Been there, done that. Well, still doing that. Yeah. Yeah, but she shows up on his Instagram every once in a while because he does all this. Well, I guess he hasn't posted it for a while, but he does this suspension stuff. Have you ever seen that? Like hook suspension?
Yeah.
Like, they put like hooks through your back or whatever
yeah.
and do suspension stuff. And she wasn't doing suspension, but she like would just pop over and hang out with him stuff. Every
Like
once
hang
in
out
a
with him
while.
on a hook. Even though you just said
No
you-
pun intended.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that. No, like I think they're just still friends and stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So I like literally that's the last time I saw her was on Dave Navarro's Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a random thing. Remember the movie The Cell with what the heck's
Jennifer
her name?
Lopez?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't there something about like somebody like hooking somebody and like hanging them from something like that?
I mean, maybe. So that was Vincent D'Onofrio
Oh yeah, that's right.
and Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, that's right.
I actually watched it not that long ago.
Really?
It's weird because it's like such dream sequence, like all of it's
Yeah,
dream
yeah.
sequence. So maybe there's stuff like
I
that.
thought
in
there
there.
was. Maybe that's maybe thinking something else.
It's very dream sequency. So because they go into people's dreams, right?
Yeah.
So
No, maybe not. That might be. I'm not.
I don't know. Vincent D'Onofrio was really good in that though.
Yeah.
He's such a good actor. He's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did revisit that not too long ago though.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, just for I couldn't remember what it was about, so I don't remember specifically the suspension stuff.
Yeah. Not maybe at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's that then.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's it.
Nothing else about lap dance?
Nope. I'll let you know.
Okay.
That's all I got.
I'm sure I get those emails, but I don't remember anything like that.
Yeah. No, that's just interesting.
Maybe I just didn't pay attention though. I'm always looking for just like, oh, does this look like it's a horror? Oh, does this look like it's a murder documentary?
Yeah. Well, I like to bring the stripper movies because it's a horror podcast. So
Yeah.
it's well,
Yeah.
there's usually a thriller element to them, and I don't really,
Exactly.
I don't watch a ton of these, but it's fun to talk about because people out there enjoy that sort of content and stuff. So, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So shall we move on
We should.
to the crypt?
Let's do it.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good. Okay. My crypt pick for this week
Yeah.
was something that a lot of people have not seen, I think, from 2015 called The Invitation, directed by Karen Kusama, who also directed Jennifer's Body.
Okay.
Yeah, have you seen that one?
I have, yeah.
That's what's her name?
Amanda Seyfried. That's not who you're thinking of. You're thinking of the other person.
No, I'm thinking of the other person, the one
Yeah.
that was
No
married to.
Oh, yeah. No, what? Yeah, I know.
Machine Gun Kelly. What's her
Pardon?
name? Brian Austin Green, Machine Gun Kelly. That.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I see
The
her
one that
face,
was
but
Jennifer, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of an Amanda Seyfried fan, so like I recognize. I was thinking of her in that movie, but like
I do like her.
but,
I like her better than what's her name? I can't remember.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Ringing endorsement. But yeah, good movie.
Yeah, actually, I held off on it for years because I thought it looked stupid.
Oh,
then-
it does. It's a stupid premise. It seems like a throwaway movie. Right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's pretty popular.
And then I watched it and I was like, yeah, it's actually not too bad.
Yeah,
I was surprised. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe we'll review it one day.
yeah.
Maybe.
What the heck? Not Jessica Alba. Oh, I'll think of her name.
Oh, what's her name?
Huh? I'll think of it. I'll think of it. Keep going.
Yeah, it's gonna bug me too.
Okay.
People are probably yelling at us right now. Yelling. Okay. Alrighty then. So it's starring Logan Marshall Green, who I love. He's been in a bunch of stuff that I've seen. Another little known one called Upgrade, which is really good. I tell everybody I know to watch this movie. It's kind of like a sci-fi, kind of a dealio.
Yeah.
He gets in an accident, gets paralyzed, wants to try to figure out who killed his wife, and this tech billionaire kid puts a chip or something in his neck that allows him to walk,
Right.
and the chip kind of takes him over. It's very good. He was also in When They See Us, which was a true crime based biopic kind of thing about some 5 Harlem teenagers that were falsely accused of a brutal attack in like Central Park or something like that. He was in The Defeated, which was like a post-war movie he was really good in. Prometheus, which is one of the aliens, which is pretty good. Yeah. Michael Huisman, who when I was watching it, I was like, oh, I know this guy from something. Can figure it out. He was in Haunting a Hill House, which is, have you seen that one?
You're saying Haunting of Hell House?
Haunting of Hill House.
Hill House. Now, what's that?
Hill House. It is
You might have
a,
mentioned this to me before.
it's so good. It's a TV series on Netflix
Okay.
with a director that I really, really like that I've mentioned a few times that I can't remember his name right now. Oh my God. Why did I not write that down? All right. Anyways, it's really good. I would recommend watching it. He's got some really good creepy stuff. He who
Okay.
shall not be named because I
Yeah.
cannot remember his name.
I'll look it up. Yeah.
And he was also in Game of Thrones,
Okay.
which, have you seen Game of Thrones?
Like not all of it, but yeah.
It's pretty good. Also starring John Carroll Lynch, who is, of course, Arthur Allen Lee in Zodiac.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And yeah, that's about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a bunch of people that have been in a bunch of things. So I'm getting all that out there because your pick, I had nobody in anything.
That's fair.
So I figured I might as well talk more about these guys. Anywho, so the synopsis is this dude. What?
Yeah.
This dude gets invited to his ex-wife's house, his former house, for a dinner party, and it ends up going all culty, and shit happens. Yeah.
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 Pretty much sums it up.
Pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you think of it?
I would say I would maybe give it a 5 out of 10. I liked it.
That's
Like, it's a different movie. Like it's how would I say? I say this about some of these movies. Like it was an intelligent movie, like well done. Like it wasn't just like a throwaway movie. Like it was a little different and interesting and compelling and fun to watch, all that stuff. But somehow, like, what's going on in the movie, like I thought, well, maybe there's going to be like a bit of a twist or something. Like you're kind of thinking there's this cult thing, but like maybe it's going to turn into something even deeper and darker, and just kind of stayed at that. So
Yeah.
but it was well done, and I liked it. But I was thinking it doesn't matter, like what I was thinking, if something's going to happen differently as the movie progressed. But I was kind of thinking that, and so I guess I was expecting that a little bit, and just kind of the way it developed, I was like, oh, okay.
That's fair.
Like I said, like the last 20 minutes, like wow, this just happened. It was kind of midway, you kind of knew it was going to happen. And that sort of thing. So
yeah, it was a slow burn, but it was predictable in that way. You definitely knew something was going sideways. You didn't know exactly what, but you knew something was. I mean, it's not like they hid something bad was going to happen.
No, that's I guess what I mean. Yeah, but I like the slow burn kind of stuff. Definitely, I'm always here for that.
Yeah.
And I like the ending, like the way it ends and stuff. It's kind of a cool vibe. Learning what you learn and stuff. What's going on around everywhere and stuff. So yeah, no, it was a good choice. I know you always talk about it highly, like it. Highly rate it or whatever. So yeah, I'm glad I got to check it out.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
definitely.
I've liked it for a long time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's one of the kind of things that you just stumble across one day.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I stumbled across on a Shudder. I think like years ago, like when I first got Shudder, and just really liked it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it. Good choice for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Not much trivia on this one because it was just like a little kind of more like an independent kind of thing, right? There's like no studio involvement in it. It was just like literally the vision of the director and the writers, and they just got to run with it and do what they wanted, which is I kind of appreciate that because then it's more of a kind of more pure, I guess.
Absolutely.
That they did what they want to do. One little thing is there's a room with toys because it's a little boys' room, and little building blocks spelled out the director's name, which I didn't notice.
Oh, that's cool. Nice little Easter egg there.
Yeah, nice little Easter egg. And yeah, I mean, they're drinking wine all night long. But the only wine that they don't drink out of a bottle, specifically, out of the wine bottle specifically, is like the dinner table scene, which kind of makes sense when you think of it now. So it could have been a little bit of foreshadowing in there when they started pouring the wine out of a decanter for that part. Yeah. But I think it's worth checking out if you're into slow burns and if you're into like culty movies that are a little bit creepy, because it was a little bit creepy. The cult people were, I don't know, culty.
Yeah, I would say.
Kind of something off, kind of something
little
creepy
off.
about them.
Yeah, a little off.
Yeah, and everybody else was just like, woo, party.
No, I mean, I probably would have got the hell out of Dodge pretty fast there. I don't know,
as soon as they locked the door behind me, I'd be like,
through the window, smash. Like, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Middle of nowhere, no cell service. They lock the door behind you and take the key out of the door.
Yeah. Yeah. Time to leave.
Yeah. Peace out with these crazy people.
For sure.
But yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That's
I mean, one person did do that, but yeah.
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 Yeah, no, cool flick.
Yeah. So
Definitely.
that was my pick. Your pick.
1984's Fatal Games, aka The Winning Touch. If you
The Winning Touch.
watch the little extra title card sequence on the Blu-ray.
It's funny, one of the actresses said that someone came up to her because I can't remember. I think Fatal Games is a new name. What was that? Touch?
The Winning Touch.
The Winning Touch was the initial name.
Yeah.
And someone came up to one of the actresses, like at some point somewhere, and was like, "Oh, you were in Fatal Games," and she completely denied it because she had no idea they changed the name.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
She's like, "I'm not in that movie. What are you talking about?"
Hilarious. Yeah. No, I like this one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Different kind of slasher killer, like not different slasher, but it's just a cool slasher with different kind of killer and weapon and stuff. And and the killer is go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Directed by Michael Elliott, who I don't think directed almost anything else but that.
Okay.
And the people in it were kind of no names as well, but there's two that stood out. One for I guess because she's in a lot of stuff, but I don't really know her. Her name's Sally Kirkland.
Right.
And the other one is barely in there. You don't really know it's her. But your favorite.
Yeah, I knew it was her.
Yeah. Nick, you did not. You didn't know it until I told you.
I didn't know it.
Linnea
It would have been
Quigley.
ridiculous if anybody knew that, right? I mean, they'd be like, hey.
Yeah, if anybody knew that right off the get-go, then that's you're sharp.
Yeah.
Because literally she was only in there as a body double
Yeah.
when someone's getting massaged because the actress wouldn't be naked in the scene. So Linnea Quigley, your favorite. Your little crush.
Oh, I don't know if she's my crush, but
I might feel a bit of a crush.
really? I don't know. Okay, we'll go with it. We can talk about this after, but I don't know. She's all right, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Synopsis is just a bunch of Olympic hopefuls at a training academy, basically,
Yeah.
that start getting picked off.
Yeah, by the coolest killer of all time. Pretty good.
Coolest. I don't know if it's the coolest killer, but it's
Not
a
the
pretty
killer, but the-
cool murder implement.
It's ridiculous.
instrument.
It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's just incredible. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we should mention it, but
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously.
I mean, it's go ahead. It's a freaking javelin,
It's a javelin.
like a real javelin.
And
Amazing.
it's so ridiculous, some
Yeah.
of the kills.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's brilliant.
yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, kills you like throwing this javelin like across a football field.
Yeah,
and
across the football field.
piercing this guy,
Yeah.
and then meanwhile, towards the end, the killer's like in a room, like an 8x10 room, and like missed, they just barely catches him inside.
Yeah.
But one of the best slasher scenes though for me
Oh.
of all time is in the swimming pool.
Yes. That was funny. And
Javelin-
I was like, what in the hell are they doing here?
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Killer waiting under the water.
Yeah.
In
In a
the-
full scuba suit.
In the scuba suit over and over. I think it looked like it was it a full suit or were they wearing it over was it just a mask over the costume? I couldn't. It was
No, I think it was a full scuba
just a
suit.
scuba suit. Yeah, with the javelin.
With a javelin.
And then like swimming, or did the person swim through? They could have followed her. They just jump.
She
over
just
there.
went back and forth and back
Yeah,
and
yeah.
forth and back and forth, and the javelin thrower
Just kind of waiting. I guess.
waited and waited
Yeah.
and waited, and then all of a sudden, boink!
Yeah, I mean, amazing.
Yeah,
Like just the creativity of that, just coming up like, hey, I got an idea.
yeah,
Hey, let's have a person with a javelin
Yeah.
as a killer. But then, hey, okay, let's take it one step further. Let's get in a pool with a full scuba suit and a javelin.
hilarious.
all the killer had to do was just wait for the person to get out of the pool or in
Yeah,
the locker room,
exactly,
or something, right?
or
Just-
anything.
yeah, but that was it was pretty funny.
I know they like. I mean, I guess they knew that. Like, that's the thing. Like, there were so many weird coincidences there. Like, I don't know if that person was supposed to be swimming that night, so I don't know how long.
Well,
Because it was like in the middle of the night.
I think you said like that. The murderer obviously lives at the training academy.
Yeah,
right?
she was there all the time. Whenever
Yeah.
people randomly, I have to go back for my books.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm just gonna go do a few laps, or
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like go, pump a few weights.
Yeah, exactly.
Unexpectedly.
And you did say she, so we did kind of give away a little bit what happened there, but it's okay.
Oops.
So I mean, but is it a she though? Really? Hey, I mean, kind of, not really, maybe.
Kind of not really. Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is a cool back. This is a crazy movie, man. Actually, I brought the Blu-ray on.
It was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. This is. Take a look at this. I don't know about this cover, man. It's not the original cover.
It's not a great cover though.
No, like this is like brand new artwork, and I don't know why they do stuff like
What's
that.
that in the back, or like in the
There can only be one winner in this contest. Their mistake was to even compete. Mm-hmm.
No, what does it say in the like in the lights?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, I don't really know. Is that like an F in there? Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, fatal. Well, that's an
that's
N.
it.
No, that's an
Oh.
N. Let's take a look inside here. Look at the original.
All right.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of. Okay, that's fine. I want to take the insert out. Okay. So anyway, that's that. But yeah, this was put out by Vinegar Syndrome, actually, region free disc a couple of years ago. Yeah, cracked the seal on it the other day. Never opened
Yeah.
it. Probably could have just watched it on Shudder or whatever it was on. Not
I think it's on Shutter. Yes.
have to open it. No, it's good.
Yes.
So anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
I mean, it was all right. I'd probably give it a 5
Yeah.
as well. It was not bad, but it was ridiculous in some parts. Like, it was
Absolutely.
pretty like funny,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. No, I mean I like that. Like it's it's just a fun 80s slasher, just crazy killer, and I mean I don't know if the kills were that gory or whatever. Probably.
I mean, they weren't gory because like there was barely.
Oh yeah,
even
it's a javelin.
blood.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Like, even when they stabbed because there's so many like with the other ones when they stabbed the people, like they like
Yeah.
throws a javelin, pins this girl up against a wall, pulls the thing out, no blood.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
like,
that's true.
they're not like bleeding profusely or at all.
Yeah.
So when he stabbed her in the pool, I was expecting like to pull javelin out and like blood everywhere, but then they just like faded out of
Yeah,
that
that's
scene.
true. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Some of those scenes with the javelins, like I don't know if they did that in reverse or whatever, but like you could see, Like literally the thing, I know there's no CGI in that movie, like hurtling down into the corner of the wall and stuff. I'm like, was that like, they put it in there and like reversed, like you can't shoot that thing like that. I mean, maybe.
Well, especially when one of them was like at like some girl's head.
Yes. Yeah.
And ended up in the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's some kind of neat stuff going on there, but
yeah.
But I always thought it was kind of like an elusive film that most people don't know about.
No, I'd never heard of it.
Slasher or whatever. So
absolutely never heard of it.
And it was one of the few that I didn't have in my collection. So when they released it, Vinegar Syndrome, I was very excited to get it. And yeah, I think it still stands up. Like I like those movies where none of them are excellent, really. There's a few great ones. Like Curtains is really good.
Curtains was really good.
Yeah, I guess it's top notch. But most of these are just throwaway stuff, but they're kind of fun just to watch because you don't see stuff like this anymore, really.
I don't see stuff like it ever. Well, except for now.
Yeah.
Now that I met you and you're introducing me to all this stuff.
Yeah, there's some cool ones out there. We'll watch some more.
Yeah, I agree. It was definitely worth a watch. It was kind of fun. Mm-hmm. Like the beginning kind of reminded me of like whatever that Janet Jackson Olympic movie is.
Janet Jackson? Oh, Janet Jones?
Janet Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Janet Gretzky.
Yeah. And,
my word.
American Anthem?
Yeah, American Anthem.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. At first I was like, I think there's probably better production quality to American Anthem.
Yeah, for sure. But and I like these kind of college sort of like graduation day. I think you were talking about how the killer's crossing out the faces on the yearbook or everything.
Yeah.
Kind of here too, same thing.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What else? There's a few other ones that are kind of
ones that we're going to review in the future.
Yeah, maybe Splatter University. What's another good one? What's that one called? Can't think of it. There's a few other kind of Fatal Final Exam. It's another good one. Kind of college oriented. There's nothing like a slasher with college kids. I mean, I prefer the ones in the mall. There's a couple. It's sort of mall slasher. The shopping mall, fine, but like The Initiation and I like those sort of mall themed ones. But
I like Urban Legend.
Well, that's there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, but no, this was fun. Yeah, good. Glad you got to see it. Yeah.
I thought one little interesting thing that kind of made me giggle a little bit was one of the actresses. They shut down production over Christmas break.
Okay.
And one of the actresses who was playing a lesbian in it found Jesus or something on Christmas break and became born again.
Oh wow!
And refused to actually kiss her on-screen girlfriend on the lips. So give her like a cute little forehead kiss.
Really? Yeah. Oh my goodness!
Instead of kissing her on the lips because she was
crazy.
Because she was like, no, I'm born again. I'm not doing that.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was
That's pretty funny.
A funny little.
That is. That's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So nice little kiss on the forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that that's interesting hearing about that, and the whole ending with who the killer is and what really is going on there. That's pretty cool for back then. Like '84, being able to.
I mean, there's so it's some decent history in it, I guess.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Kind of a. Yeah.
Yeah.
The story's kind of why the killer's doing what they're doing is kind of cool, and then
I mean, it doesn't really entirely explain why they're doing what they're doing.
No, it doesn't actually. No.
It explains that they're a little bit messed up in the head, but why they're targeting these kids?
Yeah,
not a clue.
I don't know.
Not a clue.
Yeah, because at one point you kind of think it would make sense if that person was a killer, but why they were doing it, like you were saying, is maybe because it's their mother or whatever or something or whatever you were saying, but it ends up having nothing to do with anything other than the fact that they were failed at what they were doing, and also something failed with them. Yeah. So that they just
so it was just bitter. I agree.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so it did. I mean, the backstory didn't really explain a whole lot.
No.
Yeah, I think they were just a killer who just happened to be targeting these college kids. Yeah. I thought they could have done a little bit more. It just seemed like it was one thing that I thought was kind of funny. And it just seemed like it was every scene almost was a kill.
Yeah.
Which I thought was weird. It was just there's no story behind so much of it. It was just here's this person going back into the school, killed.
Yeah.
Here's this other person going back into school, killed.
Yeah.
Here's this other person going back into school, killed. There was no.
Yeah. Kind of like a by the numbers kind of slasher in a way.
Yeah, kind of.
It's just kind of good or bad depending how you look at it.
Yeah. Not much filler in that, I guess is one way to put it. It was just yeah. Yeah.
Fatal Games.
But it was good. I was glad to have watched it. It was
nice.
Interesting. It was kind of fun. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty much what I got.
All right. Well, why don't we talk about quickly what's coming out on Blu-ray on May 27th.
Okay.
Of course, Soul Tangler's coming out from Bleeding Skull from 1987. You've seen that a few times, I'm assuming?
No.
Yeah, no.
What's that about?
It's a weird kind of it might be like 8mm even the way it's recorded. I'm not sure. No, like I mean it's on 8mm. Like it's a
I thought you meant it was like 8mm.
No,
I was like,
no,
that's
not
such
even
a
close.
Dope film.
No, it's about this guy.
We should reread that one.
That's a good one.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the sequel?
There's a sequel?
I think there is, isn't there? Called 9mm? No. I thought there was one, like with somebody else in it. I'm gonna have to look this. Just as soon as you mentioned it, it just popped in my head. I felt like there was.
I'm gonna have to look that
maybe
up.
Not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But either way, Cage wasn't it. But yeah, no, this Soul Tango is about
or what's his name? Joaquin Phoenix?
No, he's not. This movie's about just some weird scientist guy that comes up with a serum where you can like take your soul out and like put it into like somebody else's body and take it over.
Have you seen?
It's not like anything great, but
I can't remember the name of it. You would like it though because it's Joel Kinnaman.
Mm-hmm.
There's a TV show that's like that. Joel Kinnaman gets put into someone else's body and then he has to try to find a killer.
Really?
It's a TV show.
Like pretty recent, like new?
Probably in the last 5 years.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember it.
It was a couple of seasons, but he was in the first season. And it was I like the first season.
I'll have to check that out.
I'll look it up. Yeah. It was good.
Wow.
Anyways, so similar, but maybe it was based on that.
I doubt it.
Oh, okay.
This is like B grade stuff. This is like not shot on video, but it's kind of,
on
you know.
it, though.
So that's out. I'm not a huge fan of it. I've seen it once.
You don't have a VHS of it or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Thought about buying it on DVD like a few years ago when I watched it, and then I'm like, nah, I don't need it. And then what else we have? 1987 is putting out Hell of the Living Dead. That's a good zombie flick if you haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's an Italian zombie flick. A lot of those other ones are kind of like, you know, that sort of genre, 80s. Like Fulci stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yep. But then 2002, Severn's also putting this In My Skin, and I've told you about this movie. It's called Dans ma peau in French. In My Skin in English.
Okay.
It's a French movie.
Okay.
Not really French extreme, but it's kind of like it's intense.
Okay.
It's about this girl who we should watch it at some point.
What's the French name?
Dans ma peau. Yeah, okay. In My Skin. Yeah. I think I have a DVD of that, like a European version of that.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's this woman. I can't remember exactly how she gets this, but she gets like an infection or develops she gets a cut, and you know, it's as a teenager she starts to kind of slowly pick at it and pick at it, and you know, and then so eventually throughout the movie she's starting to like peel off all her skin and like eating it and like just getting obsessed with this. It's almost like a Cronenberg flick. It's definite severe body horror.
Okay.
And she's just a mess. Like she's just mentally like
is she like eating herself alive?
Kind of, yeah. And just like scratching, and I you know, just it's kind of crazy. Like really, you know, French film. It's well done. Like it's not just like a B horror kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty good.
Okay. Well, I think we should
recommend
check that out.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe check that out for one of our future podcasts.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Especially some of the French stuff. I think we talked about that.
I haven't dabbled in a lot of the French stuff. So
all right. The next week we'll do a
down.
French.
Let's do that.
Have you seen Inside?
No, it's not been on my list
ever. That'll be next week.
Okay.
Stay tuned for that. Unless, you know, I pick up Soul Tangler or something. But no, we'll watch that.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I wanted like Martyrs. I haven't seen the original Martyrs.
We've got to watch the original Martyrs.
To see that.
Frontiers. Yeah.
I don't know.
You've seen High Tension probably? It takes place out of this farmhouse. This two women show up there like to visit somebody, or they're like staying there like a bed and breakfast.
You know, it was on my list for a long time. I don't know if I ever watched it or if it just like went off my list because of licensing. That's entirely possible. I'm not sure if I've seen it.
No, I have those. We'll watch. Yeah, there's like the 3 or 4 great French extreme
I think
titles.
They're all on my list, at least on my IMDb.
They have to be.
Yeah.
If you're a horror fan, you have to watch these.
Yeah.
Just like you know, you have to. So I've always been trying to chase down, trying to find a new French horror because they just do those so well. Those are great movies.
Yeah.
But it's been like almost 20 years, and I'm still looking. So
okay.
They're still sitting up on my little extreme shelf there. So
yeah.
So
well, we'll have to find something.
Yeah. So
find some new ones. There's got to be some new ones out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Nice.
So and then another one is put out by. Actually, I'll save that till next week. Talking about Sledgehammer, but Shoestring Slashers Volume 1 from like 88 to 2009. There's like 3 different movies. Phantom Brother, what's the other one say? Beware and Basement Jack. These are put out by TerrorVision.
Jack.
Yeah, like I want to see these 3 movies, and I knew this set was coming up. But they're like, I mean, all this stuff's low budget stuff, But there's ones I've never heard of. I don't know what kind of horror it is or whatever. But yeah, TerrorVision. I always like their stuff, and this is like a three movie set, so I'm excited about that one.
That's cool.
Yeah, I might check that out or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what do they mean by shoestring slashers?
Like low budget slashers, like just barely hardly any budget.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are like probably regional flicks or something Maybe they all are filmed
like shoestring budget. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Might be filmed
I think
in
you just said that.
All right.
Sorry.
No problem.
I am listening. I promise.
It's good. I'm done. It's okay. There's a bit of a pattern here, a bit of a theme here. We'll talk after. Have my people call your people.
Oh man.
Next week it might just be a podcast of one. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know which one.
No, you don't know.
We're just gonna start switching out.
Arm wrestle or something. Okay. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
So thanks for checking us out. And,
thank you. Appreciate it.
Us today. And yeah, if you guys want to leave any comments below, if you're on YouTube, we'd greatly appreciate it. Subscribe if you don't mind. We'd be helpful.
Yeah. Rate us. Rate us if you're on another podcast network or anything. Not network, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Podcast place where you watch your podcast, listen to your podcast. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right. I'll talk to you guys next week.
Stay creepy.
Take it easy.
You've been listening to Gore Next Door with Vincent Giallo and Lola Graves. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for updates and behind-the-scenes posts. New episodes are available on YouTube or wherever you find your podcasts.